Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly? I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Overseas Connection, episode 535. We're a gaming podcast for the more wise and mature gamer who stays just a bit off centre. We broadcast weeklies on Sunday at 9 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. West Coast, 4 p.m. East Coast, and 3 p.m. Central. And you can find us live on twitch.tv OC Podcast, mixer.com/OC Podcast, and youtube.com OC Podcast. I'm Phil, your host, and tonight we have a rabble of rogues and miscreants. Rogue number one in the red tank top. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hey, I think that's me. Yeah, that's me. I'm GamerGirl27, pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Xbox, some variation on PlayStation that I'm not getting into right now. And I welcome you from the hot and sunny Midwest. So,
thanks, Kim. Also sweltering in the heat, we have Gary DeFelice. Hi, Gary. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Yes, we're in 90 degrees, 95 degrees, but we bring humidity out here in New York, so it's a nice hot and humid day today. Woo!
Lovely. I can see the sweat patches from here.
It's actually very cold in this house.
And spinning the decks, as always, we have Mr. Mark Wright. How are you doing, Mark?
Hello, Phil. Hello, everyone. Yes, online known as Marcanics. Yeah, I'm in West Yorkshire, and it's been quite nice here too as well. Some nice warm weather for a change. So,
Yeah, I think we reached the heights of about 70 degrees today.
yeah, it's been nice today.
That's perfect.
Okay. Well, good to have everyone here. Let's get started with some story time.
Oh, that's me.
yep, it sure is.
Hooray, story time. Hooray, story time. I'm so glad to be with you today.
You caught me off guard because Greg always skips past that jingle.
That's because it's banned.
We do things properly on my watch, Mark.
Yeah.
Look out.
So for me this week, nothing much has been going on apart from just sorting out and moving the house. We've been here 4 weeks now, and finally starting to just finish things off. Working in the garden today, building a new log cabin and all sorts. Mowing the lawn for the first time, new turf, so we weren't allowed to touch it for 6 weeks. And with the amount of rain and sun we've been having, I went out today to mow it after 5 weeks, and it was a foot high. So
oh boy,
my little mower didn't took quite a while, so managed to clear it down, and then I'll have to give it another go tomorrow probably. And yes, Mark, on the stream there, you've got people building a log cabin. The big difference is it's me on my own doing it.
And
unfortunately,
I've seen the pictures of your prefabricated log cabin. They're not proper tree logs like them, are they?
No, they're not. I wouldn't be able to.
You better lift them by
yourself.
yourself.
Heavy weights. I wouldn't be able to lift those.
like an IKEA would, log cabin.
Yes, yeah. Looks nowhere near similar actually. But anyway, that's keeping me busy. So, Kim, what have you been up to?
Well, not a whole lot. Although strangely enough, I've also been, handling trees. I guess. We had a really bad storm here a while back, and we had a tree that grew up in two different sections. Well, while that storm was going on, both those sections broke off. Well, I've gotten real tired of climbing over them whenever I do chores, so my little nephew Anthony was here the other day, and I've got an 86 Yamaha four-wheeler. The thing is, well, not old as I am, but it's as old as my little sister. So anyway, I got tired of it, so we took some rope in this four-wheeler, and we went down and we moved a tree. So it doesn't sound like much, except when you realize when you crack the throttle on this four-wheeler, I would have ended up straight up in the air like this, looking at the sky, because it was about all that four-wheeler could handle. So, but we got it moved, Well, one part of it anyway. The other part is still actually attached to the tree that somebody with the chainsaw is going to have to get rid of. But yeah, that was the excitement for my week. Trying not to kill myself on a four-wheeler moving a tree. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Gary, what have you been up to?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, it's been a busy week. I finally finished. I took my time a little bit and finished Stranger Things 3, which I think. Mark, did you finish it?
Yeah, I've seen this, all of this. Yeah, I'll jump in on this for you.
Yeah, it was.
No spoilers.
No, I won't give spoilers. But if you want to compare it to the other seasons, I really liked it. I can't remember. I think when I watched the first season, just because it was different and all the nostalgia, it really rung a bell. And I liked how they combined kind of like a little bit of scare and that 80s feel. Season 2 was really good. I thought season 3, I thought that the writers, the Duffer Brothers, really got their stuff together and knew how to tell a story. Because the first season that they did was their life's work. And then it was so successful. They're like, all right, let's go. We're going to do a season 2 now. And they had to write that season in a year. And I think they really, they nailed it this season. Don't you think, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It was just brilliant from start to finish. Every episode you were gripped, and it was just so well done. Like you say, the Duffer Brothers just outdid themselves this time. I thought it was amazing, and because I was sort of like I grew up in the 80s, all the music and everything just hit that nostalgia spot on me, and just it was brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah, it was great. And they do so good. Like they'll put a really serious part in. And then they'll throw like something to make you laugh. And I'm thinking of, without trying to give a spoiler, but there was that one scene with the Arnold-like character.
Yeah.
And right, and the gun. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm like on the edge of my seat, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, they did it. I'm laughing.
Yeah. Well, I read something where they actually intentionally made him just like the Arnie character, and the way he held the gun and everything. So it was intentional, was that? But there was a lot of Easter eggs to different 80s references.
Yeah, I loved it. They did a really good job. So, I finished that, and now it's on to some new TV shows. I'm not sure. I got to finish Handmaid's Tale, so I'm going to start kicking that up.
I've not started that yet.
The new season?
No, I've not seen any of it yet. I'm waiting.
I think
I'd rather wait for it all to sort of like finish and then watch it, like binge it.
I think it may have ended. Phil, are you watching that?
Yeah. It's there's an episode on tonight.
The new one?
Right? Yeah, a new one right now.
Okay.
So I think
what did they do? 10 episodes this season?
Yeah, I think we're only on episodes 5.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
I just watched 5. Okay. Maybe did they take off a few weeks?
I'm not sure.
Sometimes we're delayed. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we watched episode 5 last night, my wife and I.
Right. We've got that to watch later. Yeah.
Cool. And then real quick, I actually took on you guys mentioned it quick, but a new endeavor called The World According to Gar. It's kind of a solo duo podcast that I'm doing with a friend from work, where it's kind of like the Seinfeld of podcasts, I think. I'm not sure how to explain it. We want to leave it 30 minutes or under. We have a lot of fun banter at work, so we were like, let's just do a podcast. And my nickname had become Gar, so we have The World According to Gar, which just started off, and we're having a ball with that. And lastly, this upcoming week on Wednesday, I'm going up. We're doing a lot of college tours with the kids, so we're going upstate New York. We're going to my old school, RIT, and then after that, we're going to Buffalo, and it's so close to Fraser. Guess who we're going to see on Friday?
All right. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're going to go up to the falls and have a meet up with him. So.
All right. Me and Phil are going to be seeing Fraser in October.
Yes,
he's coming over to EGX.
Yeah.
So I'll see that little bastard this weekend. I can't wait.
He sent me a message the other day. He's trying to get the old gang back together, isn't he? The PUBG gang. So he's asked me.
Yeah, I played with them. I actually played with them like a few weeks ago. They were like, they just sent out a message. I'm like, dude, let's go. And I jumped in. The second game, we got chicken dinner. Of course, I don't think I even shot my gun that game. But it was fun. And he actually sent me a message yesterday morning, like 6 a.m., but I was playing Metal Gear, so I missed his message.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's me. That's been about it.
Pretty busy then.
Yeah.
And Mark, what have you been up to? There's a couple of things I see in your list that...
Yeah, I've been more busy with TV and movies than I have been with gaming this past week. So the first thing I've binge watched over the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, is Narcos. Any of you guys seen this?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
Brilliant
it's
show.
like based on true events from Pablo Escobar down in Colombia. It's really good, really gritty, quite brutal in places. Really enjoyed it. So I watched all. There's 3 seasons of it as well. The third season covers a different cartel, but that was interesting too, and it ties into the first 2 seasons. And then there's a spin-off called Narcos Mexico, which is set maybe at the same time as season 1, obviously in Mexico rather than Colombia, because there's a few references and a few characters from Narcos in Narcos Mexico, about like the upcoming cartels, or the start of the cartels in Mexico, and that's quite interesting too. I didn't enjoy it as much as the original Narcos, but yeah, really, really interesting, good stuff. It's just shocking how much corruption was in the governments of both Colombia and Mexico, and a lot of the ignorance from the American government when people on the front line were asking for help. It's just, when you look back at it, you think, Jesus Christ, did that really happen? So yeah, that was really interesting. Like Gary says, Stranger Things 3, watched that, loved that. And I've watched 2 fantastic movies this week. The first was Brightburn. Any of you guys seen this?
Is that the Will Smith one?
No, no. You're thinking of a Netflix one, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I did see the Netflix one.
Yeah. Brightburn's the
Brightburn.
Horror Superman.
Yeah, it's very similar to the start of Superman, where this baby comes down in the spaceship. This family, well, this couple who couldn't have kids, they sort of like adopt him. But let's say he doesn't turn out as good as Superman. It's really good. It's quite savage and brutal, and it's quite graphic, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. Doesn't pull no punches. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that. So if you like your supernatural and you sort of like anti-hero stuff, you'll enjoy this. And the other movie,
was that in the movies, or was that just an Amazon movie?
I think it's cinemas, but
yeah, it was.
I actually remember the trailers for this now that you're talking about it.
Yeah, I won't explain how I watched it. Anyway, moving on quickly. John Wick 3. Watched John Wick 3 last night. Oh my god. Right, I love the John Wick movies. I'm a huge fan. I've seen them 3 or 4 times at least. I can watch them over and over again. John Wick 3 last night did not disappoint. Absolutely friggin' awesome. Really, really good.
Is that in the theaters right now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in theaters.
Is that
now.
where you saw it, or no? Did you watch it some other means?
Well, so what happened was, it carries on immediately after season 2. The second movie, and it's just fucking non-stop action all the way through. There's some great fight scenes. I was in the WhatsApp chat last night, without spoiling stuff. Me and Gary has been trying to sort of like point out our sort of like highlights of the thing. And there's a bit with the horses in a stable, which is just, we just couldn't believe what happened. Me and my wife were watching it, and we just looked at each other and went, oh my god, and just high-fived each other. And there's a bit near the end with some shotguns. When you see it, you'll understand. It's just absolutely savage. Yeah, well worth watching.
Better than 2? Because I liked 2, but I liked 1 better than 2. So
yeah, I prefer 1 more than 2. I did enjoy 2. Yeah, I'd say it's slightly better than 2. It doesn't have that. I think you'll have that with any movie. Once you've seen the first one, you never get that back, do you? Mm-hmm. That initial sort of like wow factor. But this has got a lot of wow factor in it. So yeah, really, really good. So really happy I've seen it. In fact, the Blu-ray trilogy is released in September, and I've pre-ordered that. So,
nice.
Oh, right, excellent.
Yeah. So I will be paying for it in a roundabout way. But yeah, that's about it for me, non-gaming wise.
Talking of movies, actually, just reminded me, we watched Fighting with the Family last night.
Yeah, I want to see that. The trailers look really good.
Which is, for you guys that don't know about it, it's about the true story of the WWE wrestler Paige. And she's a British wrestler from Norwich, or Norwich, as they kept calling it, and it takes her through the life of how she got discovered and the training and everything else, and how she became a diva. I'm not a big wrestling fan. I'm watched wrestling since I saw Hulk Hogan at the Birmingham NEC live, and realised at that point that it was all fake.
Yeah.
It was a very disappointing thing, so that put me off. This film is really funny, I have to say. The Rock's produced it, and he appears in it a few times as well. But great cast. Yeah, very, very good film.
Yeah. Nick Frost is in it as well, isn't he? He's the dad, Nick Frost. I like Nick Frost. He's good.
Nice. Okay, so let's move on to some games then.
Today I feel like playing computer games. Today I feel like playing computer games.
Helps if I take off mutes. All professionals here. Kim, could you take us through the monthly freebies, not so freebies, please?
Sure. Let me switch over to that page, and I'll get right to it. All right, your monthly freebies for the month of July are your games with gold are Inside, available July 1st through the 31st. Big Crown Showdown, available July 16th through August 15th on the Xbox One. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, available July 1st to July 15th on the Xbox One and 360. And Meet the Robinsons, available July 16th through the 31st. Then we have your PlayStation Plus, which is Detroit Become Human and Horizon Chase Turbo. Alrighty. I don't know if I picked up the PlayStation Plus, but I don't know if I've got the games with gold ones yet. So I'll have to see. Twitch Prime games for July is Cultist Simulator. I almost said Stimulator. That's whole other game entirely.
It brings a whole new meaning to
Hello.
it.
Yeah, all right. Loop for the King, The Escapists, and Ukulele.
Ukulele's supposed to be good, isn't it?
I believe
It is
so.
actually, yeah. And of course, there's some bigger. I never played any of the Castlevania games, so
No, I haven't.
I've no idea what that's like. But I've downloaded it ready.
Yeah.
And of course, Inside.
Oh, it's such
I
a
know
good
quite
game.
a few of them. If you played it, I've only played it for about 10 minutes, but definitely want to get back to it.
Yeah, I know Pete's played and finished it 'cause he's done a VA, and he really enjoyed it. I knew he would. So yeah, it's got one of those oh my god moments in that game, which is just amazing. Hey Sarah, Sarah's in the chat.
Excellent.
Sarah!
Who else we got in the chat?
We got
Plain
Lewis.
Skills
Yep.
and Scott Stubby, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, and we had Bongo earlier. I don't know if he's still there.
Oh.
It might be a
Yeah.
bit merry
I
now
mean-
on his gin.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, let's talk about what we've been playing this week. And let's start with Gary.
Pretty simple list, my friends. So, still playing the golf club. Actually, it's a great little game to just sit down and play for a half hour here and there. So I've been doing that. And my addiction, my obsession with Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, I love this freaking
Oh,
game.
it's so good, isn't it?
I need to give it another go. I only got
Can't
about
believe
10
I
minutes in.
never played it, and I remember you guys talking about it constantly. Fraser loved it, and Richard bought it for me because I put it on my wish list, and Richard bought it for me when it came. I guess I don't know if he got a copy or whatever, but he sent me a copy on Steam, and as soon as the sports season ended, I was like, "Oh, let's try this one out," and bam, I just love it. I even went and bought myself one of the books.
Right.
Oh.
So I got a map up on the wall here to the side of my computer of Afghanistan. I'm putting down where I'm putting traps. I mean, I'm just out of control right now.
I'm glad you stuck it out because when you played the intro bit, you were a bit dubious. What you were thinking, oh, how about I carry on with this? And we were all saying, yes, you've got to carry on. The intro sequence is just fucking nuts. But the main game itself is totally different to that. I'm
so glad because I really was so close to not playing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please tell me this is going to get better, right? I was talking to you guys in the chat. You're like,
Yeah.
stick with it. Now I'm in. I'm worried it'll get repetitive because it's so big and so long. But
And I
so
didn't find it
far,
repetitive, no.
I'm
Because
not
the
finding
missions
it
are quite
amazing.
varied. So
And the new equipment keeps making it better and better.
yeah.
Now I finally got my dog, and he's going around. He's finding flowers for me, and helped me find mines a minute ago before we started the podcast. So yeah, it's great.
Have you
Very happy.
come across Quiet yet?
Yeah, I did that one. I think it was this morning. That was
Right.
actually the one I got my first S on,
Right. Okay.
because I think I did it really quick.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Oh no, I didn't get an S on that. It was a different one. But yeah, she was pretty cool. And I didn't, I guess you could kill her or you don't have to kill her.
I can't remember.
And I didn't.
No, I don't
So
think any of us did.
She's on my ship.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was
she
a lot of
breathes
boobs
through her
hanging
skin.
out and butts and stuff.
So Lewis has just put in the chat that there's a Keanu Reeves mod out there for that game, Gary. So you're playing it on PC, you better get that mod. You better have
is
your
it
main
free?
character as Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
No way. I have to check that out.
Yeah.
It's got me so pumped up for Death Stranding now.
Oh God.
So
I want that game to be good, but I think it's just gonna be such a disappointment. So, time will tell,
We'll
I
see.
suppose.
We'll see. Yeah. And that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you. Kim, you've been playing something new. Oh.
Right. No, I've been playing Trials, doing the weekly challenge, and I'm still plugging away at Red Dead. As a matter of fact, I had it was a hunting challenge. I had to shoot a cardinal. Let's see, what was it? A cardinal, a woodpecker, and a rat. And of course, and they had to be perfect pelts, so I had to use the bow. You know how hard it is to shoot a fucking little bird with a bow and arrow?
Yeah, the little, like, there's one where you have to get a squirrel, perfect squirrel pelt and that. The small animals they're a nightmare to get. The big ones aren't too bad, but yeah, the small ones are a nightmare.
Oh, especially little bitty birds.
Deadeye
you
on
know.
it, or...
Yes, you could use Deadeye, but it seems like my Deadeye always runs out too damn fast, and I
Apparently,
I
the
can't
varmint rifle isn't supposed to damage a pelt, but when you use that on a small animal, it just destroys it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had problems with that too. Luckily, I've got the antler trinket,
Yeah.
and apparently you get perfect pelts, so that helped. But oh yeah, it took me 2 days to find a woodpecker, and then I had to get a perfect woodpecker. So yeah, Anthony was about, it was driving him a little nuts. He's like, "Are you telling me we're gonna play this today and we're still looking for a woodpecker?" Yes, I'm sorry, but I have to get this done. So. Oh my God, I love the game, but some stuff like that, I'm just like, are you fucking serious? I'm waiting for them to tell me I got to shoot a chipmunk with a small animal arrow at like 50 yards or something.
You don't have to do these challenges, I didn't do them.
I know, but
You go for the 100%.
No, I doubt I'll get that, but I do like doing it. And apparently, I just like dragging it out and making it last forever because it's Red Dead. So.
Did you finish it on one platform yet?
Nope.
Are you playing like a little bit of one and then going to the other one and playing it the same way?
I was,
or?
but now I'm just right now I'm just on the Xbox, and then I may when I fire up the PlayStation, I might do an evil Arthur, because right now my Arthur on the Xbox is like super nice. So I might do an evil Arthur on the one for the PlayStation. Who knows? I don't know.
That was on sale with the PlayStation summer sale for $40. I was so close to getting it, but I'm holding out for PC.
Yeah, which they say it could be coming, so it looks good, like it might be. So, and I had to laugh at Anthony because I tried to get him to say varmint rifle. He says vomit rifle, so that was hilarious. Poor little kid.
That's something from Saints Row, isn't it?
Yeah. I like videotaped it, and he's like, "You're not sending this to people, are you?" No, not at all. No. I posted it on Facebook, so the poor kid. He's gonna grow up and probably need therapy because of me. So, So now Red Dead. It's Red Dead and Trials, and eventually I'll get it done before the year's up, probably. So.
Brilliant.
So,
and Mark,
that's it.
Sorry, Mark, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I finally jumped back into Minecraft after not being on for a good 2 or 3 weeks. So I popped on this afternoon and into our Overseas Connection realm. And my God, there's so much changed in there. Let me find the video. I didn't recognise the place. It's totally different. So, like, I can understand why Chinny's doing these episodic updates now on these like shorter videos, because that Realm video I took, there's hardly anything the same now. Taft's been busy building a railway station and linking all the rail lines together, which is really cool. Under Care Bears built this massive cylindrical glass structure which just looks absolutely amazing. There's just new buildings everywhere. So yeah, spent ages going around in all just looking at them all, and then I started clearing a bit of a mountain away to sort of like get some plot of land to build my next project, which I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So I just want some inspiration. But yeah, moving on to a new build. The other games I've been playing, right, so after, I think it was last week's show, Greg mentioned Everspace. Now, I like my space sims. Let's find the video for that. So yeah, after Greg was like bigging this up, saying it's such a good game, it was already installed because I think Greg purposely made it install on my Xbox just to hint at me to play it. So I fired it up, did all the intro bit and everything, and I just couldn't get on with it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the flight controls. I didn't like the shooting mechanics. Afterwards, Greg did say he did change the controls, which he never mentioned beforehand. So that would probably make a bit of a difference. Because one of the things you have to do is you have to click the stick for boosting, and when you're trying to maneuver and click the stick at the same time, I just end up going everywhere. But he mentioned it last week vaguely, which I couldn't remember. But he claims he said it was a roguelite, but it's a proper roguelike, not a light. He said he's lost, in all the hours he's played, he's lost 5 ships. I've lost 5 ships in the first hour of play. I just get decimated every time I go into a battle. And he keeps saying, take them on one at a time and then run away and come back. That's what I've been trying to do. I've played a load of Space Sim games, and I'm just not gelling with it. And Greg said, give it time. Nah, it's uninstalled. It's gone. It's gone.
It's running out.
Yeah, glad it's on Game Pass because it's gone. But that gave me the itch to go back to another great Space Sim game. And bet you're all going to think, he's gone back to Elite. No, it was Starpoint Gemini 2. Any of you guys play this?
Nope.
No.
It's originally a PC game, and it's got a bit of a cheesy story to it, with some like cheesy dialogue, but it's quite in depth and it's really good, and it's a lot of exploration, a lot of resource gathering. You can capture ships and tow them to a starport, and you can make lots of money that way. And it's just a lot of fun. Just really enjoyed it. Just got back into that. It's not the easiest of games to sort of get into initially. It's quite in depth, not on the sort of like lengths of Stellaris. That is, I know you've tried this, haven't you, Phil? Stellaris is like way up there. It's complicated. It's not as complicated as Elite. It's more accessible. Just found it a lot of fun. So yeah, I've done a few hours on that. Got another achievement on it this week. That was nice and handy to pop up. Yeah, that's about it really for me. Not really done that much gaming. Not had that much time, to be honest.
It's summer, right?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, thanks, Mark. It's been a similar picture for me. I've dipped in and out of things over the last few weeks. Finally got my internet up and running, so that took quite a few weeks to get sorted. So I've been dipping in and out of Battlefield 5. Now it's on EA Access. And I was a big fan of Battlefield 1, set in the First World War, and I'd held off on Battlefield 5 because I knew it was going to end up in EA Access fairly quickly.
Does the EA Access version include Firestorm?
Yes.
It does? Yes. Greg's going to be pissed then. He only bought it. He only bought it about a month ago.
Well, it's on the option to play it. I haven't played it. So
I'm saying a month ago. It's actually, I think it was March when it came out, wasn't it? Firestorm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, really good game.
Graphically, it's amazing, isn't it?
Graphically, it's amazing. It makes my Xbox One X sound like it's about to take off. I don't know if this is a problem with where I've got the Xbox located in the new house, whether it's because it's in a cupboard, but I opened the cupboard doors and I've put air holes at the back, and there's probably more air around it than there was previously at the last house, but it does sound like it's going to take off, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, Battlefield 5 looks absolutely stunning. But it's good stuff to just jump in for 20 minutes, half an hour, and do one of their conquests or such. Feels really good, sounds superb as always, and running around mainly as a medic as usual. Other things dipping into, dipped into Stellaris. Again, bought that when it was on sale a couple of months ago and haven't been able to play it because of having no internet access. That's a scary game. I sat there for about 10, 15 minutes just thinking, I can have a quick game of this. No, it's a bit more deep than that. I'm really going to have to sit down and sink a few hours into it to understand what the hell's going on.
Teflon 12, Jason Johnson, he absolutely loves this game, raves about it. And because he was going on about it so much when I was playing Elite, I was under the impression it was a bit of an Elite type game, but it's more strategy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And it's from probably my favourite developer at the moment, Paradox.
Yeah.
They did City Skylines and one of my favourite, Surviving Mars, which I've spent a fair few hours since we've moved into the house, when luckily didn't need internet access for it. So I've been working on Surviving Mars for a fair bit. Aside from that, some of you may know I picked up a Switch a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. How are you getting on with it? You enjoying it?
Really enjoying it. So I've got Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild, and picked up a couple of other games as well. Mario Odyssey scratches the itch that back in for the GameCube when I had Mario Sunshine. Absolutely love that game, and Mario Odyssey doesn't disappoint. It's surprisingly difficult, and looks fantastic. Love the way that you can just plug the Switch into the TV and play it on the big screen and then pick it up. I'm pleased I've got it. Picked up Minecraft for it as well. Tried to play Fortnite. I thought I might as well give that a go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, but the matchmaking was down for that, so gave up very quickly.
Did you pay full price for Zelda?
It was pretty expensive. Yeah, it was about £40.
My kids bought a Switch for Christmas, and I wanted to pick the game up. I'm like, well, it's got to be used somewhere now, and even the used copies were as much as new. So I'm like, I'll wait.
That's what puts me off getting a Switch altogether. I'd be more tempted to get the Switch Lite, what they've just announced, but don't know.
To be honest, the games they seem to hold their price ridiculously. There are very rarely any sales, and if they are, they're for the not the AAA Nintendo exclusives, and they're all full price. And you think about how long some of these games are being out, and they're still sitting there at full price. It's absolutely crazy. And you're right, Gary. I went into one of our local trading shops, and they had Mario Kart, because I was thinking of getting Mario Kart ready for the EGX meetup, and it's still full price, second hand.
Wow,
insane!
It's absolutely unbelievable. But the Switch
I guess the good news is you can buy it, play it, and then sell it back for the same price. Well, you have to sell it yourself, not to a store, but you could throw it up on eBay or.
Yeah. Probably could.
I never thought of that. Look at me working this out in my head as we talk.
Did you pick up a Pro Controller for it? 'Cause, I've heard a lot of people say the Pro Controller makes a big difference with certain games.
No, I haven't, not yet. Again, things are, they're all pretty expensive, and the Switch itself isn't cheap.
No, it isn't, no.
but I thought I'd treat myself to it, and it's a great little console. As I say, I love the way that you can have it on the big screen, because I do like playing games on the TV, and that's one of the puzzling things about the new Switch Lite, is the fact that it's a handheld console, but you're foregoing the ability to switch.
Yeah.
Switch between handheld and on the TV.
Yeah. Rich says it's just a glorified 3DS.
Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, that's it for what we've been playing. I think it may be time for a quiz.
Oh boy.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's that noise?
Guys,
Who did that clip? What's that
Me?
noise?
I don't know.
The girl's voice. Oh, you don't know.
I don't know. I've just managed to.
That's also Mark.
It was.
Yeah,
It's actually
like
no. It's from a kids thing. Like we get these like nursery rhyme things. What's that noise? I just grabbed that little bit of audio from it.
Oh, don't do that again.
Why did it make you jump? Right.
Okay, Mark, go for it.
Yeah, just bear with me a minute because I've cocked up here. I've not loaded the sounds into my soundbar. So, right, so after last week's quiz, I thought it was really easy. And these bunch of yahoos were complaining that, oh no, we need multiple choice, it's too hard. And I was hoping for a bit of feedback from the listeners if they found it easy or hard, but I've not really heard much back. But I thought, like, especially with Mass Effect Andromeda one with the initiative and with searching new galaxies and everything, I thought that was a piss easy, man.
Nope.
Kim did well though with the Uncharted one. So.
I got the Uncharted one, yep.
Kim always does well.
Yeah. So I've caved in, and you've got multiple choice now.
Yay!
And these are, I'm saying these, with multiple choice, these should be piss easy for you. And if they are, I'm going to make them even harder next time. So you ready for your first sound clip, people?
I can guarantee you I will get them wrong unless I guess right.
Right, so you ready for your first clip?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Here we go.
Round one.
Oh, shit. I've just,
Well,
that's from...
That was Mark Hannon.
No. I've just loaded around one clip rather than the... Oh,
Like
my
the Goat
God.
Simulator. It's from the Mark Simulator game? Do I win?
Round one. I am not a liar. I have killed thousands. I have fed more drug fiends than the top 3 pharmaceutical companies combined. I have stolen children from parents, wives from husbands, wiped out entire generations. But lying, that I have never done. The rest are offenses against humanity. Lying is an offense against yourself.
Ooh, right, so...
Great clip.
I can't make it... If I carry on with that clip, it'd give it away. Right, so, is that A, Far Cry 3? Is it B, Call of Juarez, The Cartel? Is it C, Ghost Recon Wildlands? Or is it D, Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel?
Jesus.
Far Cry 3, Call of Juarez, The Cartel, Ghost Recon Wildlands, or Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel.
What a cartel's going on there.
Well, yeah, if you listen to the clip, it's all about drugs.
So I need your answers after 3. 3.
That was a dick move, Robin. It was a dick move.
Come on, you had long enough to think about this. What's your answers?
You ready?
Right, so we've got 2 different answers here. Kim has gone for Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. And Gary and Phil have gone for C, Ghost Recon Wildlands. And it is, of course, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the opening scene. All these gaming sound clips are from the
I
opening
played that one, but
scenes.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
one. But that's all right.
It's right at the beginning with a tattooed guy and setting up the story. Yeah, all these are opening scene clips.
I picked that because I know you played that game.
All right, I like your logic there. Have I played all of
Yeah.
these? I might not have. Right, so clip number 2 is this.
Round 2.
Normally, it would be the mother who declares, if you had one. The whole village would attend, and matriarchs perform the ritual. But we are outcasts. Even so, we keep the tribe's rituals. Otherwise, we might become like the faithless old ones, who turned their backs on the goddess. But their wickedness doomed them.
Right, so your options for question 2 are A, Nier Automata, B, Far Cry Primal, C, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or D, Horizon Zero Dawn. Do you want the clip again, or do you want to have a go for it?
I got it.
No.
Right then, stick your answers in there.
Now?
Yep, go for it. And you've all gone for D, Horizon Zero Dawn, and you were all
Right.
correct.
We actually knew that one.
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah, that's where he's holding
played
little
that.
little baby Aloy in his arms. So, yeah,
Yes.
Even though I skipped most of those cutscenes, I do remember that.
yeah. Right, this next one, I knew these would be too easy. Look, you got me making them too easy now.
Oh, what do you mean? The first one nobody knew.
Well, you'll
Right.
get right. Okay, we'll see how you get on with this one.
Okay.
Right, this is question 3. Here we go.
Final round.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles.
Poor Scott Stubb is put. It's still hard. I'm done. I think because I'm doing the clips and that, I think they're easy, but they're probably not.
That's what I would say. Yeah,
it's because I know the answer. Yeah.
I think they're easy if you've played the game.
Yeah. So, question 3, your options are A, Warframe, B, Destiny 2, C, Destiny, or D, Anthem.
Oh, you sneaky devil! I knew what you did there, you ass.
It's a dicky move.
So, Warframe, Destiny 2, Destiny, or Anthem.
Oh boy.
Fucker.
Okay, answers.
Stick your answers in.
You play the first Can you play just one piece of it again?
Yeah, hang on.
Just one. You don't have to play the whole thing. Just the very, very first sentence.
We called it the Traveler.
That's all you're getting, because that gives it away.
Yeah.
We've got 2 different answers. Kim and Garrett have gone with Destiny, the first game, and Phil has gone with Anthem. And it is Destiny, the first one.
I knew it was Destiny right away.
That's the speaker in white on about the Traveller, the big ball thing, because in the second one, that gets attacked, doesn't it? Yeah. So, well done, guys. You right, who got what? Let me have these in.
I got all 3, I'm just saying.
I got 2.
Yeah, I've got 2.
2 for Kim. I'll let you carry on, Phil. I'll put these in.
Okay.
So you found that easy then with the multiple choice, did you?
Yes. No, that was good. It's a good quiz. Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Okay, so we'll talk about some news.
Here is the fucking news.
Okay, so in the news this week, Ubisoft are cracking down on Assassin's Creed Odyssey XP farming is what? What are you laughing about, Kim?
Nothing,
Ubisoft?
nothing. I'm sorry.
You're laughing
that's-
away that said Ubisoft rather than Ubisoft.
No. That and Mark's, point taking skills. I already had one, so I should have 3, not 2.
What?
Just saying. Yep, I got one last time.
Was that not added in by whoever
Nope,
did it last
nope.
week? That's
Never.
slackers out there.
Never.
No, the one was in, but then I got 2 this week, so I should have 3. I'm just.
Sorry.
Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Are you quite finished?
I think so.
She's not competitive much, is she?
No. Right, so Ubisoft is they're cracking down on XP farming quests created using the Assassin's Creed Odyssey story creator. So apparently players using the story creator can create quests which allow others to farm XP. So I haven't played Odyssey. Have you guys played Odyssey?
Yeah,
yet?
I've played a lot of Odyssey, and just recently I actually went back into it to see what this story creator mode is. And there are a lot of sort of like story created modes you can play, and they do advertise easy XP and easy coins and stuff. So yeah, there are a lot of them out there.
Okay.
But
Well,
they're gonna take it out on people who are playing it as well as the creators, aren't they?
Yeah, they're saying that they're not happy and they're putting changes in to reduce the impact. So they're making sure that they don't appear in the automatic recommendation system on any list. Also hides any stories reported for cheating or exploitation, and will sanction those who willingly and intentionally misuse the tool.
Ouch.
Yeah, so for those people who don't follow the news, who are using those, I suppose they're going to be caught out.
Fair.
I've not looked into how you actually create the different levels.
Yeah.
If it's anything like Trials, it can't be easy. But...
Now we all remember Pete's track of terror, so.
So, on some Minecraft news, Kim, your favourite.
Oh boy.
Minecraft Earth Beta is coming soon, and some new gameplay footage has been shown. So Mojang, whatever you want to call them, I always call them Mojang, has shown off the first gameplay footage as the game approaches public testing. Developer confirmed that the Minecraft Earth closed beta will be kicking off in the next 2 weeks on iOS. The game is coming to Android as well, but beta testing for Google's platform will follow sometime after iOS. So I've signed up for the beta, so I'm waiting for my email to come through. If you're unfamiliar with Minecraft Earth, it was unveiled in May as an AR augmented reality version of Minecraft. So similar to Pokemon Go, similar to the new Harry Potter one that's going around, similar to there's a Walking Dead one as well. It lays a virtual world on top of the real one. So through your phone screen, you're able to mine resources and build and create alongside others in a shared world.
God.
Yeah. I'm a bit mixed on this. I love the idea of having Minecraft, world or whatever. I don't know how well it's going to work with you holding your phone up in front of you like this and having to build things while you're looking through your phone.
Are you building or are you just collecting stuff?
No, you're building. You're actually building buildings and various different things.
And then I guess other people can walk by and see what you built.
Yeah, and add to
cool,
it.
I guess. I'm not a Minecraft guy or Pokemon Go guy, so.
Have you
I
seen the
can just see
video
my
of the
phone
gameplay?
battery dying.
No.
Any of you guys seen this video with the gameplay in it on that?
Yeah.
Thing?
Have to check it out. Huh?
The map screen itself looks very Pokemon Go-ish. The AR stuff obviously is totally different, but the actual map thing looks very much like Pokemon Go.
They all use Google Maps.
Yeah.
I never saw
as their
Pokemon
basis.
Go, so.
Oh right, okay. Missing out, Gary.
I'm sure.
There's a Walking Dead one as well, Gary.
There is.
Really?
Yeah.
The Walking Dead one's quite good. I've just started playing the Harry Potter one, but doesn't seem. I'm not enjoying that at all. But it's one of those things that a mobile game that you play for a few weeks, months, and then just give up on. You get bored, or at least I do. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the video now, you're going to get quite a few people staring at you if you're
right
standing over a table, just messing around.
Yeah, it was bad enough. In the height of the Pokemon Go thing, we were on holiday, we were walking on the promenade. Everyone was on the phones, just looking around. Going, I've got one. So it was just a massive. Wife still plays that now. We'll be out in the car somewhere. She'll say, "Slow down, I've got to get this one."
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing it, and there's surprisingly, I've seen a lot of mothers playing it with their kids are playing other things, but they've been, with their friends, swapping, doing whatever with Pokemons.
What do? You just collect these things, right, or whatever? What do you do with them?
You just collect them. Got to get them all, Gary.
Yes.
All of them.
Catch them all
on my list.
Once you've got a few of them, you can evolve them and everything. And there are gyms. I've never done this bit, but you can go. There's gyms you can battle them against, and people can attack your gym and stuff. I don't know. I didn't get.
You know what? You reminded me when that first came out. We went down. It was over the summer. We were down in New Jersey, at the shore, and I remember the kids were flipping out because we were going over the bridges and stuff, and they were getting all this stuff from the water that you couldn't get normally.
Yeah.
And then when we were at the shore, they wanted to go on the go-kart ride because it was showing that they were moving or something. So they kept going on go-karts to get, I guess, to evolve things. Is that what it was, if I remember right? Okay. Little shits. That was a few years ago, though. What was that, maybe 4 years ago now when it first came out?
Yeah, about that,
yeah.
Wow. Now they're all grown up and driving cars. Whew. What the hell's going on?
So Microsoft have opened their new London flagship in Oxford Circus, and covers 22,000 square feet over 3 floors, and was officially unveiled this week. So Chris Caposella, I've no idea how to pronounce his name. Anyway, Microsoft's. Yeah, thank you. Microsoft's Chief Marketing Officer Cindy Rose, the UK Chief Executive, and Senior Store Manager John Carter welcomed the public by giving speeches in front of the doors on Regent Street. Cindy Rose said the store was a symbol of Microsoft's enduring commitment to the UK, which allows people to experience the best the company has to offer. Thank you for helping us make history today, she added. So people had started queuing along Regent Street from 7 a.m. to see Microsoft Surface devices, HoloLens, Xbox Gaming Lounge, and sit in the McLaren Centre on the ground floor. I think this may be a point of interest.
Yeah,
down at EGX, Mark.
Yeah, this looks like a place I definitely want to visit because they did a 5-hour-long live stream of the opening. Larry was there. Yeah, I'm surprised Robin didn't fly over just to see his best buddy Larry. But Larry was there with Julia Hardy. They were presenting it. We had a lot of the Xbox On team, and we had a lot of sort of like celebs coming down playing games. There was Peter Crouch playing FIFA. Raheem Sterling was playing FIFA with them. John Boyega came down, did a bit of Forza. And they kept showing a bit of a store as well. The store looks just incredible. They've got a McLaren Senna in there. And it's kitted out with an Xbox One X, and the windscreen has got you can see a screen through it for the Forza game, and the steering wheel isn't connected in the car; it's connected to the game. So you're steering this Senna. You sat in a Senna, playing a Senna, if you know what I mean. It just looked incredible. The second floor, they've got a full game suite. There's loads of PCs lined up, loads of Xbox One X's. There's a full streaming studio in there. It just looks amazing place. It looks like they've put a lot of time and effort and money into that building. Looks incredible.
Yeah, we don't have Microsoft stores.
No,
this is the first one.
This is the first one in Europe. Not just England, it's the first one in Europe. So yes, flagship store. It was quite funny though, because on the live stream, they were interviewing Raheem Sterling. They were playing FIFA, and Benny from the Xbox On team just says to him casually, she says, "So when you guys sort of like abroad in between matches. Do you all play FIFA? He went, oh yeah, we'll be kicking about and then we'll just pull his PlayStations out of his bags and we'll set them up. And he went, oop. He's just like, oops. And then later on, John Boyega, they were asking him what his favourite games are, and he went, oh, well, I like The Last of Us. I thought that was really good. These are all obviously PlayStation games. So, yeah, I thought that was quite funny. But sort of like, they didn't do anything about it. With The Last of Us, the presenter just agreed with him, said, yeah, it's a fantastic game. So there was no bad thing about it. But I've just found it funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Microsoft presenters have always been quite open about mentioning
Yeah.
Sony games and Nintendo games.
Yeah, I know when Larry does his podcast, it doesn't do it as much now, does it? But they're always on about the PlayStation games and the Nintendo games. So, yeah.
I haven't listened for a long time, to be honest. So, okay, well, that's the news. I suppose it's some events and happenings. Talk about some new releases, perhaps.
Yeah, it sounds like a thing for Kim.
It might be, yeah.
So, Kim, what we got?
Here's your new releases for July 12th through the 20th. And I had one left over from last week, because apparently I missed it when I was doing them last week. So we have Streets of Rogue for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch. That was released on July 12th. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order for the Switch on the 19th. And those are your new releases. So, yep, summertime.
I've no idea what either of those are. Streets of Rogue. It sounds like Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage, yeah, doesn't it?
And Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, that's on Switch. So it's got to be some sort of fighting game of some sort.
Probably. I think so.
So, play dates. So if you see us on Xbox or PlayStation or Switch, and we're online, just message us, jump in. Look out on Twitter and from Facebook for announcements. Just send us messages, and I'm sure we'll be happy to jump in with you. So we've been doing some Trials Rising challenge, number 18, Mark.
Yeah, so this week we've been doing the track Grave of Giants on the Asian continent. Bit of a tricky one this week.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. There wasn't any of these stupid things. There was a few tricky bits with a few loops, wasn't there? But yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. A few surprises on the leaderboards, though. So I'll get straight into it. Here's a top 10. In 10th place, the Legit Chinny.
Oh, hey, Ginger Balls.
He came in 10th with 1 minute 22:730. In 9th place, Gamer Girl 27, Kim's beat Pete. Yay! 1:22:602. In 8th place, Scott Stubby with 1:20:656. In 7th place is me with 1:17:959. 6th place, he hasn't been on the leaderboard for a few weeks, but he's back again. Chubston 999, 1 minute 17:388. Scott Stubby says at least you can get to the end of his track, unlike Pete's. In 5th place, Murphy's Law, 1 minute 14:630. 4th place, Martin C 1984, 1:14:217. Martin and Greg are always close together. In 3rd place, Womble MK3, 1 minute 12:989. Lewis Playing Skills, 1 minute 12:982. Jesus Christ, that is is that 700th of a second or Jesus Christ, that is so close. 989 and 982. But in 1st place again is Snoogans. He's killing it, this guy. 1 minute 10:695. 2 seconds faster than the other two guys. Like I said, he's not human. He's a bot.
No, he can't be.
He needs to record it so we can see it. I'd love to watch.
He's put videos up, actually. I've seen him do some ninja tracks. In the game, you can actually see the player's replay.
Yeah, but I'm not on the Xbox, so I can't see his.
Right, yeah.
And usually it's only people that are close to you. He wouldn't even be in my world.
A little tip for you, Gary. You've got an Xbox. Go on that one.
I have to buy it again.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm keeping well away from this game. I value my controllers too much.
They're not mine anymore. The boys have their own, and I'm out.
I must admit, this does wind me up. I get to a point where I start swearing and I get told off. Then,
Yeah, that's when I usually turn it off and walk away or switch it over to Redhead or something. So
as long as I beat Pete, I'm happy, and I've beat Pete this week, so I'm more than happy.
So have I. So hey,
Yeah.
hey, as long as I can beat anyone at this one, I'm pretty well happy. So
Yeah. So the next challenge number 19. This is in honour of Gary. It's going to be Beach Bum. That's going to be used using the Rhino bike. So the track is Beach Bum using a Rhino bike. You've got until 7 p.m. next Sunday. If you want to take part and you're not already taking part, just send me a message at Marcanix on Twitter or on Xbox or on WhatsApp if you're on the WhatsApp group. And I'll add you.
WhatsApp.
We also have a Resogun challenge, and I haven't taken part in it this week. I've just not done that much gaming. But yeah, this week's challenge, some difference in scores here. In 6th place, RCGC with 83,920. 5th place, Kozigan 124,330. John Wilson in 4th with 133,720. 3rd place, Luis Raimondo, who's playing skills, 1,270,540. 2nd place,
Wow.
Our new player this week who's a regular listener, Baron von Glower, 1.898 million. And in 1st place, get ready for this, Tuscan 77 with 5.627 million.
wow.
Yeah.
There's
As Kim would
huge
say,
differences.
overachiever.
Yep.
So the weekly challenge, which is built into the game, 237 starts at 1 a.m. tonight in the UK time, and I will capture the scores at 7 p.m. next Sunday. Again, if you want to be taking part, just send me a message on PlayStation, Marcanix on there, or tweet me at Marcanix.
Thank you, Mark. And we have a note for Rise of Civilization. Is that still going? Rise of Civilization?
Yes. It is, as a matter of fact. So
the OC Podcast Alliance.
Well,
So-
it's
Is
not.
that on the
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah, it's not the OC Podcast Alliance, but a lot of us are still there. So
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that a phone
mobile
game?
game. Yes.
Mobile, yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
So, and our other challenge, the Golf Club 2019 challenge. Gary, your
Yeah,
baby.
that-
Do you want to take us through that?
I got it, man. So yeah, you can find us on the Xbox. It's amazing.
Something's excited.
I'll never get through one of these shows without a dog or a kid. I'm guessing my wife's probably pulling in. So on the Xbox, it's OC Podcast Challenge Club. On PC, it's called OC Podcast Club. This week's club, the challenge was Pebble Beach. We had 4 entries. Wombo, I'm calling you out, dude. Come on, man. Get on here. You're a good golfer on game. I want you on this list. 4, though, Gunslinger with a plus 22. Not bad. Marty NC 1984 with a plus 2. So a nice round. Blue Baru with a plus 1. And I did come in first, minus
Again.
8. But yeah, I'm decent. I'm not great. You'll see. I'm in the golf club. There's a whole like website. The golf club tours they do every week. You can play, and I play in there, and I'm in like a very low bracket. So some of these people put up scores that are just phenomenal. I'm okay, I think, but not like those guys. So next week's course, it's 1 round. It's where the where the British Open is this week, or as you guys like to call it, the Open.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be playing at the same course as the pros. So this is the week of the Open, and we lined it up so you can do the same.
Excellent. Thank you, Gary.
A bit like you, Phil, with trials. I just didn't do this. I remember taking part in the original golf club, the first game, and we did this challenge, and I was a bit like Gunslinger. I was like plus 22, plus 25. I could get to the green okay, but it was just a putting. I just could not putt. It was just
You
so
heard it here
hard.
first, folks. Mark can't putt.
Yeah, that original challenge I was involved with as well.
Yeah.
But my handicap was so much that I'd end up quite high up on the leaderboards for some
Yeah.
reason. was getting really good scores, but my handicap was.
Yeah, these are not handicap. We're doing regular straight scratch. And Greg was actually accusing me of cheating because I was on the PC. But just for the record, I am using an Xbox controller. This guy right here. It is really hard to play with a mouse and keyboard.
I take it it's like the first game then, where you swing the you like flick the stick for the swinging action, rather than pressing the three point button thing.
Yes, you do the stick, and it's a big part of the tempo. Like you got to be within a certain speed, so you can start with a lower level golf clubs, go up to middle, and then the highest. And the highest is really tough to get the tempo down. I played with those for a while, and my scores were getting bad. Because if you go too fast or too slow, you're hitting left or right, and it goes further. It can be tough, especially with the harder clubs. So I go middle of the round clubs.
I might do that challenge this week, just for a laugh. Just see.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go as well.
Yeah, just see if I can get the worst score ever.
Right.
Well, the nice thing about that course, I played it once on the Xbox or on the game. It is pretty. There's not a lot of hazards. It's your typical, links-like course out in the UK, but big greens and stuff like that. But the wind is going to be tough. So, good luck.
Yeah. We'll give that a go. So our last challenge, or regular challenge, is Victory Achieved. So Victory Achieved is a competition we run where when you complete a game, you send us a picture, a selfie of you, along with the title of the game, and usually the credits of the game playing or the achievement itself, but you have to be in the picture, so it's a selfie. And no body parts, please, just your head. And then we can abuse it, and Bongo usually edits and
put the chicken in it somewhere.
Stick some chickens and stuff in.
You didn't do that with Pete's though this time, I don't think. And at least I didn't see one, so maybe he's slacking a little.
So send your photo, your selfie to @OC_podcast on Twitter with the hashtag Victory Achieved. And this, what we do is we run a quarterly competition. So this one's running from the 1st of July to September the 30th. And you could win. You could win $20 or £15 in a gift card for PSN, Xbox Live, or Steam. And this week we had 3 people completing games. We had Bongo the Sane, never heard of him, complete What Remains of Edith Finch. The Legit Chinny, or Pete, completed Inside. And John Mouse 55, completed Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I think he's working his way through all the Persona games. Yeah. And for doing that, not only do you get entered into our competition, but also you get the pleasure of hearing this little ditty.
You all have a victory's achieved. Victory's achieved. You have one. A victory's achieved.
Tomorrow. So you can be part of the conversation, part of the show, as we broadcast weekly on twitch.tv/OC Podcast, mixer.com/OC Podcast, and youtube.com/OC Podcast at 9 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. West Coast, 4 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. on East Island, and 7 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia. Please find us on iTunes, TuneIn, and Stitcher, and leave reviews, as well as on YouTube. And we have plenty of clubs and communities. OC Podcast, just search for us. We've got an Xbox One. We've got multiple Xbox Ones. We've got one for Minecraft on Xbox, Switch, PC. So if you'd like to join our realm, just drop myself at Filthy, it's PH1LTHEEE, or at Volcanics, or any of us a line, probably not Kim, she'll probably delete it. Drop any of us a line and we'll add you to the realm, and you can join the fun there. And we'd love to hear from you, and someone is going to tell us how you can.
You like us, we like you. See where I'm going with this? Follow us on Twitter at OC_podcast. Check us out on Facebook, fb.ocpod.com or email us podcast@ocpod.com. We'd love to hear from you. Potato!
So have you just going off on a bit of a tangent here, Phil? Have you tried Minecraft on the Switch? Then have you been on the Realm? You muted.
Your lips are moving.
Yes, I have, Mark.
And it works perfectly then. No difference.
Yeah, it works absolutely fine. I've just played it handheld. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
I've got it on Xbox, so obviously Switch, and iPad.
Yeah.
So the screen is obviously smaller than an iPad.
Yeah.
Does take some getting used to, but looks absolutely fine. And the new update apparently has boosted the performance on it.
Yeah. Excellent.
It just takes getting used to.
Yeah.
Is Minecraft included with Games for Gold or whatever it is?
Yes.
Whatever the
Yes.
thing
Game
is that
Pass?
we bought.
Yes.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? That's
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's everywhere. Everywhere.
I could do it on the
Everywhere.
PC. I could go in and light fires. I would have no idea what to do though, but I could.
Fire starter. So, Kim, can you have a look at who's been in the chat, please, whilst
Indeed, sir.
Mark does his shout-outs? Close.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. It's nice to see you back on, Phil, after your house move. And Gary has been on a couple of times recently. Been on twice, two more times more than what he's been on the whole of last year.
It's a record.
Yeah.
It was a rough spring, man. It was a very busy spring.
A shout out to Chinny and Audrex for doing episode 2 of the Minecraft Realms tour. So Chinny did a tour with Audrex on Audrex's build. That's on our YouTube channel right now if you want to take a look. That's youtube.com/OC podcast. So take a look at that. How about you, Gary?
Yeah, I'm going to shout out my old podcasting partner, Dan Tilson. Danny died again. He is throwing his hat back in the ring. He is going to try to do. It looks like it. It's Dan. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think he's trying to do a solo podcast production.
Right.
He
started
did
and
a
finished
couple of
more
tests.
podcasts than you have.
He was on most of the ones that died, and I love you, Dan. But Dan, it was hard to get him to show up a lot, so it was part of the reason why they didn't last. But I wish him luck, and if you get a chance, I'm sure they're going to be great. Keep an eye out on
definitely.
that. I know he's been tweeting out. He's using Anchor, which is what we're using for the World According to Gar podcast. And they're great because they put you on every freaking platforms I've never heard of before. So, and they make it very easy to record. So he might have a lot. I don't know if it's going to be a podcast. I don't know if it'll be 2 minutes with some client, which is what he did last week. So good luck, Dan. Give him a listen. He is one of the funniest guys I know.
I saw a Facebook post from him the other day saying that he's thinking about coming off Facebook again. Do you know if he's doing that?
Oh, he posts once in a while on Facebook now. He's very moody. He goes all over the place.
Yeah.
But he's a darling. He's so cute. And I did meet him in person.
Yeah. I know he's sort of like his lifestyle's improved a bit now. He's on days a lot more, isn't he? His job's changed a bit.
Yeah. So that helps.
Yeah, he's a good laugh.
But I think he liked being on nights a little bit because he had the PlayStation or the Xbox.
Yeah.
And he would play at work.
Yeah.
We never play together because of his hours or when I used to play on the systems. But he's hysterical. So check him out. Kim, I'll throw it to you. You didn't go yet, right?
No, I haven't went yet. No.
All right, it's your turn.
I want to shout out our shatters, and we've had a few. There's Scott Stubby, Playing Skills, RCGC, Bongo is in there, Sarcastic Pilch, Cache Bear, Commander Root, Freddy Bot, which I'm assuming is a bot, Host Me Raffle, probably also a bot, Tide, Lurks, and S1 Vega. So thanks for coming along and I guess being a bot or not being a bot and chatting in our chat. So, alrighty, I want to shout out you guys. It's always fun. I mean, and I'm still here, even though I've been on here a lot, but whatever. Other than that, that, I don't know. I guess shout out to Mother Nature because she hasn't blown us away with a tornado. We haven't been dumped on by snow or raging floods lately. So, hey, it's a plus. How about you there, Phil?
Thanks, Kim, and thanks to the three of you. It's been a while since I've been on, but I'm glad to be back. Glad to dust off the laptop and the camera and the microphone. And you never know, I may be dusting off the old dice and everything else.
About bloody time.
I know.
I've almost forgot what we're supposed to be doing.
I know. So,
I'll have a bit of trouble waking my dwarf up. I think he's been asleep for the past 3 months.
Is that what you called it, Mark?
No, that's 12 months.
So yes, we're talking about OCD&D. It's been away for quite a while. There are a few episodes in the can that need to be edited. I've just got to do a few bits of house stuff and a bit of TV stuff that I'm doing. And then I'll be editing those, and we will be getting the gang together again and rolling some dice. I know that Mr. Rich Webster is running up his preparing for his big wedding. That's in a couple of weeks. So all the best to Rich and Jill. It's going to be fantastic for them. Right. So without any further ado, and before my battery runs out with 5 minutes left because I forgot to plug it in.
Whoops.
We'll say goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast. See you same time next week.